Hi guys, I'm Tutu Benton. Welcome to yet another YouTube video. Today we're talking about a very interesting topic, and it says uncomfortable conversation in a relationship. Why you should have those uncomfortable conversations, those awkward conversations. Now, most times it is those conversations that are awkward, that sound awkward, that look awkward, that are uncomfortable for you to discuss about. At times, those are where the major problem lies. Now, in the areas of in-laws, sex, or money, those at times are where the major problem or the challenges in the relationship lies. Now, you can't continue holding some areas of your life from your partner because it's going to affect you on the long run. For instance, you keep on sweeping debt under the carpet for probably a year, 2 years, 5 years. At some point, it will accumulate, and then the outburst, you're definitely not going to like it. So, what do I suggest? I suggest that you try as much as possible, whether jokingly or seriously, or like I always say, it's good for somebody to have a serious tone with his partner. People don't use that tone, they know that it's like you're serious. Or maybe you can't go in the serious way, just keep on saying it jokingly over time, and probably they'll ask you one day, are you serious about this thing you're saying? And then that's where you wear your serious face and tell them, oh yeah, I'm serious. In the areas of in-laws, there are people who your spouse is not comfortable with the way your mom or your dad is acting, some of your siblings, and they can't talk and they can't express it. And at times they keep these grudges or these things in their mind for 5 years, for 10 years, and the day they choose to burst, they burst in the wrong way. Now that is why you need to talk about in-laws, your dad, my dad. It is not even your dad, my dad, it is our dad, basically our mom, what they are doing, how do we come in, and the rest of them. The area of sex. Also, I came about the story of a man, who, because of the nature of the wife's job, she just changed jobs, and it was very difficult for her to balance home and to balance work. And for a long time, he didn't want to bother her for them getting intimate, and this led to him over time, having girlfriend outside, because don't forget the main cause was he didn't want to bother her because her job was very stressful. She comes back late, before she does anything she's fagged out. Now that kept on happening over and over, and because he didn't want to bother her, he had these urges as a man, basically, and he acted on the urges outside of the marriage. I'm not saying this is justifiable. I'm only saying there are other ways to go around it. He would have spoken to his spouse, and that is why we're actually having this video. But start having someone outside, and 5 years down the line, when she even changed job, he couldn't do without those other people he had outside. Now that is why it is important for you to actually have this conversation. Let your spouse know where you stand sexually. It is very important. Also in the area of money, when I tell people that it is good for you to be open with your partner, male or female, depending if they are financially sound. If they're not financially sound, they might be spenders and they want you to just spend, or they might be savers and they want you to just save. No, if they are financially sound and they can keep the balance, I will always advise it is good for you to let your partner know how much you're earning, how much is coming in, so you guys can build a strong financial background, not just for yourself but for your children that are yet unborn, or if you have kids, basically. So it is good for you to be able to let your partner know all of what you're feeling sexually, financially, in-laws, work-wise, because those awkward conversations most times carry the heavy weight of our pain that causes burden to us 5 years, 10 years down the line. That's why most people, you see them divorce or they separate after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, because there are some issues, which is the truth. For the past 10 years, they've not been able to express or get off their chest. So those awkward conversations can be awkward, can be uncomfortable, but yes, it is needed. Yes, you have to sit down, maybe not necessarily on the round table, could be on the bed, could be while you're cuddling, but make sure you have those conversations, because it's going to go a long way. 10 years, not even 2 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line. So we see people in this generation and in our world today getting divorced 20 years, 15 years, and the rest of them. Those issues, they are issues they didn't talk about, they are issues they didn't table out. So if you table it out, put it out there, and let us know where we stand. Have those awkward conversations. It's going to save your life, it's going to save your relation, and it's going to take you very far. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.